Whew. Boy, it's about that time that the UUCNC, the reservation index, has gone live. So basically, I've really been excited to do this because like no one is doing this on their channels, doing live CNC more or less. So CNC is contributions and corrections. It's where you put up sets for Pokemon that will eventually be added to the strategy decks. I'm sure you guys recognize this. Do they have? Oh, they do have Sun and Moon OU live, probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, because OU contributions and correction. Oh, you guys didn't see. You guys didn't see that shit. Sun and Moon OU contributions and corrections has been live for quite a while, so you can at least get basic shit like this with to use bullet points now. Was that an X and Y? Was that a thing? No, they use paragraphs. So I guess they just decided to publish this in bullet points now. That's a change that's interesting. I know they change the format every generation, so I don't know. I did like the paragraphs honestly a little bit better, but let's go ahead and check out yeah, the analysis format. Yeah, this just went live like today, a few hours ago. The skeleton format. So yeah, so no fully typed paragraphs, just skeletons for now. Use this template, but only as bullet points. Okay, let me copy and paste the template because we'll be doing this on Google Docs first. Oh, importable, nice, clean. And I did a couple Pokemon that I generally know quite a bit about, regardless of tier, and because they generally do more or less the same thing. At least Volcanion. Gengar, I'm gonna have to consult with some friends to determine what Gengar really does, but I assume it plays more or less the same role as in OU. Maybe some sets are more effective. Like I imagine stuff like Sub Disable is a little bit more effective in UU than it would be in SMOU. But I think straight like Life Orb is also still a threat for teams to deal with. Like there's not a lot of ghost resists, I mean, I don't think there's any ghost resist in UU that is faster than Gengar without a Scarf, so that's very, very effective. Got those templates down. Which one should we do first? So I went ahead and I reserved 2 Pokemon. Oh, I went too far back. I reserved Gengar and I reserved Volcanion. I could have reserved more, but I didn't want to kind of overwhelm myself because this is not I can't spend all day on this shit, even though I'm probably going to anyway. I wanted to reserve Hydreigon so bad, but someone else did it already. So what is yeah, like this was just 5 minutes ago, so it hasn't been updated. Volcanion and Gengar are mine now. These are all the things that nothing's completed yet. So let me go ahead and, you know what, let me just go ahead and pull a Pokemon Showdown real quick so I can get these sets, visualize the sets that I want to go ahead and put or try out for the QC. Like generally, I think it's better to have, from my experience, it's better to have more sets than less, because then QC can come in and say, well, okay, these sets are good, but like the last 2, maybe they go in other options instead. Like you just don't want to miss a set that might actually be viable. So let me just go ahead and oh, this is that clean UU team. Add Gengar. We'll put like say 3 sets. Maybe I doubt more than 3 are really viable. So for the first one, we do standard Life Orb. Thinking about what's in the tier, Dazzling Gleam is probably a better option than Focus Blast in this tier because Shadow Ball hits every steel, yeah, pretty much every steel in UU except for Bisharp, I guess. But like, you really don't want to be staying in on Bisharp with the Life Orb set anyway. Taunt for stally shit, and Sludge Wave, give me the wave. So this is a pretty standard set. Although Taunt, I feel like Taunt could be switched out for something. This could be like a Slash, but generally you don't really want too many Slashes. Like, I'm just not sure whether to put, because I know Taunt was huge in OU, because in OU it was there was a lot of stally shit, like especially with the Dougie stall, which, God man, I hate that Gengar got cursed body, especially for OU. I'm so glad. I'm gonna make a separate video about fucking Dugtrio getting suspect tested, but that really affected Gengar because if Gengar's effectiveness in OU was essentially killed by Dugtrio and the fact that it doesn't have Levitate anymore, so yeah, I don't know. I'm not really convinced that Taunt would be the best option in UU though. Could be though, could be. I generally also don't like running like Will-O-Wisp on, not on Life Orb sets, definitely not. T-Bolt, I don't know, T-Bolt, 4 attacks, that doesn't, that's questionable too. What else do you get? Let's see, knockoff, meh. Knockoff of Life Orb is not the most ideal thing either. Explosion's not good anymore, hasn't been good for a while. So let me just filter UU, see everything in the tier to see if Gengar misses out on anything. It doesn't hit Tentacruel all that well, so maybe Psychic could go in other options for the Life Orb set. Yeah, I don't think it's that viable though. Like Tentacruel, actually I don't know. Tentacruel probably doesn't eat Psychic that well. Aerodactyl, Mew, Crobat, Fortress gets hit by. Yeah, like Metagross, Fortress. What other steals are in this tier? Klefki still gets hit by Shadow Ball. So there's really not a whole lot of need for Focus Blast. Dazzling Gleam is better for hitting Hydreigon. It's so much more accurate, and it OHKOs anyway. Hits Primarina. I mean, honestly, those 3 attacks probably cover. Oh, I guess Focus Blast is okay for Empoleon, but I don't know. Like Empoleon doesn't have a reliable recovery, and it gets whittled very easily. So there's that. I don't think that's worth Focus Blast getting a slot. That's definitely one of those other options. That's definitely where that would go into. So honestly, I think Taunt might just be fine. I just don't see any other option that would merit the move slot on an offensive set. Yes, yes indeed. And I don't know how to turn off these fucking Facebook notifications. Leave me alone. So the next set is gonna be like kind of like a stall breaker, even though stall is not really too much of a thing in UU from what I've seen. Just doesn't get a whole lot of options. And man, I wish I did this automatically, because didn't I say this is, yeah, this is oh wrong tier. Okay, there we go. Now I shouldn't have to filter now. Well, I could still type it in because I don't like, yeah, this is so much better, this format right here. Yeah, not really seeing too many options for stall unless you reach into the lower tiers. Let me click RU because I know there's a lot of good shit in RU as well. Let's see. What, hello? Where's my filtered results? Come on. Oh, I guess it's because RU, it probably only counted if it's like an official tier, so never mind. Never mind. Actually, I'm gonna save this set for last because there's one other set that I think might be even more viable. Yeah, Choice Scarf is definitely notable. And we just go Shadow Ball, Trick. Yeah, it's like the same moves really, but just Scarf, Sludge Wave, and Dazzling Gleam. Maybe I can slash Psychic? No, like Psychic only hits one thing, so I don't think it's worth slashing over Taunt. Maybe I'll slash like Will-O-Wisp or something to catch like Bisharp, I believe is in this tier, or lower. It might be RU. I think it is RU because, oh no, it's UU, definitely. So we got Choice Scarf, we got Life Orb. Choice Scarf is good on Gengar in this tier because not a lot is faster than 110. It outspeeds a lot of the other Scarfers in the tier. Dazzling Gleam is also good for Keldeo. Like, if Keldeo doesn't get knocked out by Shadow Ball and it's Scarf, then you can outspeed it with this, hit it with that Dazzling Gleam, and it should do a good like 60 to 70%. I think I'm not gonna bother doing the calcs right now because that would be as soon as like once I get the write-up going. Like right now it's just a skeleton, just basic bullet points. No point in having complete calcs on that. So this is the one that I believe is the least viable, but it's still somewhat, it could still be somewhat effective. This is one of those sets that QC might just tell me to put it in other options probably. So there's that, Shadow Ball, and then like Will-O-Wisp or Taunt. This set really benefited from having, it really benefited, okay, I still don't want, yeah, Special Attack is still good investment. This is a set that really benefited from Levitate because actually, nah, I don't think, this is not viable anymore. I'm starting to rethink it. What was the other set? Like Sub Pain Split? Disable definitely needed that immunity. I think Sub Pain Split is a little bit better to like break stall. So this is like your stall breaker Gengar a little bit. You can slash Will-O-Wisp along with it, but I really would have Taunt. Or maybe like, you could also have like, I think Will-O-Wisp should be slashed over Pain Split instead of Taunt. I think Taunt is definitely necessary to make this work. So we got our 3 sets here. We got our Life Orb Gengar. This is the standard wall breaker. Taunt, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, Sludge Wave. We got the Choice Scarf Gengar with the Trick, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, and Dazzling Gleam once again. These are the 2 main sets I believe in the tier. The Choice Specs hasn't really impressed me so far. That'll be in other options probably. And then the Stall Breaker Gengar, which I'm willing to make a set for now, but I believe it's going to end up in, other options as well, and we're just going to have the main 2 sets. Which, they seem similar, but once I write up the bullet points, you'll see that they all have pretty different uses, more or less. So let's see how that fits into... Oh, well, I can't actually put in the importable because I have to do it with this format. Okay, so we'll do the set. It's what should I call it? Just LO 3 attacks plus Taunt. I guess I can refer to, it's been a while since I've done CNC. See what the Swamper guy named his sets. Oh, he didn't even name them yet, so it's just still work in progress. So I don't even think I have to bother with that shit right now. It'll be good to get up a work in progress immediately. So move 1, Shadow Ball. Move 2, Dazzling Gleam. Move 3, Sludge Wave. I'll just pause it until I get up all the sets. Alright, so in the end, I think I'm just going to... Am I recording? Yes, I am. I only put down the 2... I guess I may as well name this. Like, why does it have... Okay, set and then set name? What? Why is it... That seems kind of redundant, but oh well. Oh, I don't think... Okay. I got confused. So this stays the same. That's just saying that it's a set. It's like separating. Just for the sake of the skeleton, and then I put the name. Okay, I got completely confused. So this will be named just Choice Scarf, and this will be just Wall Breaker, because that's what Gengar is used for. And in other options, where's other options? We put like substitute plus Pain Split, Choice Specs. What other sets can be run on Gengar? I think that's the majority of it. I guess, like, I mean, I do plan to slash like Will-O-Wisp onto the Wall Breaker set, perhaps. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So then I don't have to put that in other options necessarily. Disable? God, is Disable even really that good under... Because it already has Curse Body, doesn't have Levitate to give it the extra immunity that makes it able to wall certain Pokemon. So I don't even know if Disable is even worthy of other options, honestly. So generalize with Pokemon and why you should consider on your teams. Oh, why did they switch it to So an actual bullet point should still be asterisk because we're not doing the write-ups yet. What? Calm down. Okay, there we go. There we go. Fast and strong attacker with good offensive types, and I think I should elaborate on offensive that hits most of the tier by themselves. Excellent offensive coverage options. Maybe I can mention the speed as like its other. Yeah, I want to mention the speed tier as a separate like bullet point. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Good speed tier at 110. Outspeed's a significant portion of the meta, and it has decent support move pool. And I guess I should mention immunities to fighting and normal. How many resistances does Gengar even have? I know it has I guess I should say many good resistances and immunities. I should say useful resistances. Good offensive stabs that hit most of the tier by themselves, that's true. Excellent offensive coverage options, so like Dazzling Gleam, T-Bolt, Focus Blast, even though we only really use one. Oh right, I should mention that in other options, because we're not going to slash. Like Dazzling Gleam is too valuable in the tier right now. Other coverage options include Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, like even HP Fire for. Oh, you know what? HP Fire for Scizor might be a good slash because Scizor is really good in the meta right now. But like Scizor just doesn't eat Shadow Ball. That's the thing. So even if like you use HP Fire on Pokemon that typically Scizor can switch in on their stabs, but Scizor cannot switch into Gengar. So HP Fire is, I think, a slash in this case. Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, HP Fire, and Psychic. Is that it? Yeah, Psychic for Tentacruel, but Tentacruel is not even that big of a deal. Or like AV Conk or something weird like that. Even though Dazzling Gleam also hits Conk. So, okay. So we're good on that. And then we go to the set comments. What does the set do? The moves on the set. So, Shadow Ball and for strong neutral damage stab. Okay, I should mention stab. Sludge Wave. Breaks fairies like Clefable and Primarina. Dazzling Gleam is the... Oh, you know what? I should move the microphone closer to me so you don't hear my fucking keyboard tapping. That's gonna be actually kind of annoying. Preferred stab. Wait, no, fuck. Preferred coverage option to accurately hit dark type such as Hydreigon. Mostly Hydreigon because that is a huge meta threat that Gengar cannot otherwise hit. And Lancelot can be used either to catch I mean, I don't even know if Willis is even... That really only is for Scizor. I mean, not Scizor, fuck. Bisharp. Like, what else gets hit by... I'm starting to be even more skeptical of Will-O-Wisp on that set. Let's go through what... Like, when is it more ideal to even go for Will-O-Wisp over Shadow Ball? Like, Sharpedo's not switching into no Sludge Waves. I'm telling you right now. AV Raikou doesn't care about Will-O-Wisp. Crobat doesn't care about... Well, Crobat cares about Will-O-Wisp, but it also gets hit hard by all of its attacks. I'm really trying to find cases where Absol's not really a thing. It's not worth it. And the Mega has Magic Bounce anyway. Does Spadad Gliscor even wall Gengar? I guess Gliscor is a threat. It is a good meta threat. So maybe I'll add like Icy Wind or Icy Wind. That's other options though, so that's fine. Croak gets hit by Dazzling Gleam, and it's slower. Like, I only mentioned Bisharp because it's neutral to Dazzling Gleam. Zygarde doesn't switch in, like nothing. This boy has no switch in, so yeah, I don't think Will-O-Wisp is a slash. Get that shit out of here. Tauntaun's definitely more useful to keep things from recovery. Taunt in the last slot to prevent recovery and halt support mons. On walls. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't think I need anything else besides that for the skeleton. Set details. Describe the other aspects. Okay, nature, EV item. Life Orb is used to maximize power and flexibility. Yeah, because that Gengar is frail. It doesn't really need bulk. It doesn't benefit from preserving HP. That might be a little bit long. I have a feeling QC is going to get onto me for that, but whatever. I'll let them. They have to review it anyway. Standard EV spread to maximize power and speed. With a timid nature to... What's the word? Capitalize on. What else? Like, there's not much to say really. Like, ability doesn't have any other ability, so there's that. Capitalize on speed tier. Yeah, I think this is all self-explanatory. How to use the Pokemon in question. This Gengar. Okay, I shouldn't say this Gengar, just excels at switching into weak support Pokemon and team options, definitely like Volturn, things that can switch into good dark types. Alakazam counters, definitely, because Gengar is not faster than that shit unless you run Scarf. Excels at switching into and taking advantage of weak support Pokemon. Like what else? Like it's like this Gengar is really just about firing off attacks. Like that's there's not much to say about that. Like, what did this dude write for Swampert? Set details. Well, Swampert's easy because like you set up the rocks, you use Scald, Roar when something sets up on you. Life Orb is used to I'm bad at spelling, which is why I use the Google Docs for that. Life Orb is necessary to threaten. Gengar wants to threaten. That's definitely way too long. That's better. Standard EV spread of Intimidator, just capitalize on speed tier. And Curse Body is the only available ability for it. So Gengar excels at switching into and taking advantage of weak support Pokemon. Can also be used to I mean, like, what else really is there to it? I guess I'm trying to find a way to say, like, this Gengar is used to spam fucking Shadow Ball and Sludge Wave, and that's all. That's all that's for. One switched in. Very little. Like, the phrasing is definitely the kicker with these CNCs. God, I'm trying to, like, say that you should try and get in Gengar as many times as possible, because, like, once you switch that in, you just chunk something with Shadow Ball, especially something that can't really hurt it, especially against more offensive teams. Always use Taunt on Pokemon capable of recovery. I think I was overthinking that a little bit too much. Yeah, okay. I'm just checking that my spacing is correct. Team options. Sweepers that can take advantage of Gengar's wall-breaking utility. Sweepers that enjoy having bulky Pokemon removed. I guess he does mention, like, specific types of Pokemon. Let's see, what are the premier... I guess Azumarill would be good for Gengar. Definitely, because Gengar can threaten some bulky waters and shit. In general, like Latias, for example, resists Aqua Jet. What else? Bisharp would be alright, too, because it also checks Alakazam. Bisharp's probably a good Gengar partner. Alakazam itself is a good Gengar partner. They work off of each other's, like, they lure in each other's checks, like special checks, and like AV Mon and stuff like that. That would be good. Any other, like, major sweepers? I guess maybe Cobalion? Cobalion is good too because it checks dark types. Like, I wouldn't say Mandibuzz, but like Bisharp, Hydreigon are the main two that I can sort of switch into. Wow, okay, this here doesn't have a Mega Aerodactyl that enjoys having both Pokemon removed or crippled. This parentheses good. I'll just give one example, such as Mega Aerodactyl. Checks to Alakazam. Any other like fast ground or psychic types? Probably not ground types, but like Starmie probably. Well, Starmie's I don't know how often they even carry Psyshock or Psychic nowadays. Azelf. But Azel is mostly like a lead as well. But Alakazam in and of itself is a big enough threat to mention specifically. Pokemon that switch to Alakazam, such as... I wouldn't say Bisharp switches into like a Focus Blast or something, but such as, I don't know, Metagross. Switch into Alakazam. What else? Mandibuzz probably takes Dazzling Gleams pretty well. Such as Galleon and, I don't know, Kelder. I guess Azumarill is probably... Oh wait, Azumarill is banned. Shit. I'm just not remembering this. Yeah, Azumarill is gone. Get about. This is... I don't know why that's still in the team builder. I'm like I had this like nagging feeling like I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, Azumarill is gone. And so is like, there's something else on here that's probably gone too. Thundurus is gone. Yeah, get the shit out of here. So I should put like Keldeo. Yeah, this is probably fine. Just that's fine. What else? I mean, I would say like checks to ground types, but like ground types don't really, they don't switch in that well. Crocodile's the only one, and that's covered with dark types. Checks to dark types. Put a comma here, so that they don't think that I'm referring to Keldeo and Cobalion as dark types. I don't think Smogon is using this. I think just typing out "and" is fine. Aerodactyl. I think that's mostly it. Like, Gengar is a very simple Pokemon to figure out. Yeah, I don't think like a defensive check to ground is like the most notable thing, considering Hippo takes a chunk out. Actually, no, Spadef Hippo might actually take it might actually take a Shadow Ball, but like there's not a whole lot of notable grounds that can really beat. Flygon gets outsped. Swampert takes, like, Swampert is one of the bulky Pokemon that Gengar is meant to chunk, because it doesn't have reliable recovery. Like, if Swampert wants to switch in on Gengar Shadow Ball, like, yeah, be my guest. So now you get torn apart by that Mega Aerodactyl a little bit later. So I don't think ground types is something I really want to put under like team options. So Choice Scarf, much the same. This one's a little bit easier because it's very easy to differentiate this set from Life Orb. This is more of like a revenge killer. Shadow Ball and actually I'll put Stab at the beginning. Oh, what it did the weird thing with the bullet point again. We don't want that. Stab, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Wave for neutral and fairy coverage respectively. Might be a little bit long. Such as Keldeo and Dragon. Trick 2, crippled walls that may switch in. Okay. So what the set's... Okay, well, this is just items. Gengar 2, Revenge Kill with its fantastic speed tier. Timid and hit as hard as possible. And there's not much else because Curse Body is the only ability for it, so that's it for this section. Previous set, this set is meant to clean or avenge, kill enemy. Should I say enemy? Like opposing. That's a better word. Opposing scarf users. Surprise and KO. Slower. Scarfers like Keldeo and Hydreigon. And like what else? Also has be wary of opposing teams before, especially other potential Scarfers. I think that's it. Beware of opposing team before tricking, especially with other potential Scarfers. What other Scarfers are notable? Because like the main draw of this set, like the main advantage is that it's faster than a lot of the conventional Scarf Pokemon in the tier. Like those are the main two examples. I'm trying to see if there's Crocodile is also faster than Crocodile, can hit it up with that Dazzling Gleam. Actually, I might just want to slash Trick and Focus Blast, because Focus Blast can hit like Empoleon, Crocodile. I don't know how big Crocodile is in this tier compared to last gen. Also like and also checks like +1 Mega. Oh, actually, if Mega Sharpedo is Jolly, then it doesn't actually outspeed. Rest in peace. Goodbye. I don't know. I don't know if Focus Blast is really. Yeah, I know. I was considering slashing Focus Blast instead of Trick, but nah, son. Team options. This Gengar pairs well with hazard support, such as Fortress and I wouldn't say Hippowdon, and I guess Swampert. What is another like good spiker? Like Fortress is really meh. I don't like Fortress right now in this meta. I guess okay, Klefki's a better option. Klefki's better. Such as I wouldn't say Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is not the most relevant thing. I guess Hydreigon is one. What else? CB Azu maybe? I don't know if you'd call that a wall breaker. Well, no, it is, but it just has a lot of checks in the current meta. Like most noticeably, like Decidueye and Amoonguss is the most relevant one. And Volcanion. Volcanion itself, okay. Such as Volcanion and Dragon. Answers to like what else uses Pursuit in the tier? I guess Mega Arrow could run Pursuit. Crocodile. Okay, yeah. 2 common Pursuit Pokemon. Still pair well, okay. And Pokemon benefit from Garfers eliminated. Mega Aerodactyl comes to mind. We got our other options. Checks and counters. Okay, so this is the last part. We're almost done. Almost done with this. Alakazam. We'll be back probably tomorrow or the next day with the Volcanion CNC write-up. Well, not write-up, but like skeleton. Alakazam. Did they use slashes or did they use... Oh, okay. They used the other... Okay. I messed up. It's within the stars. Okay. faster and with stab. Bisharp. Resists both stabs and can KO with Pursuit or actually I'll just put Darks, Crocodile and Bisharp. Darks with Pursuit. Okay, this is good. It's a little bit better. Resist both stabs. I can KO with Pursuit or Dark Stab. Okay. What else? Is Blissey in the tier? I mean, Blissey can't really do much because I can taunt it and just pelt it with Sludge Wave. So, like, that's kind of the point of. And like even then, even the Scarf set, it can get tricked. So Blissey is not the best switch in for Gengar. I'm not gonna put that. Tentacruel can eat hits. Should I put Assault Vest users? Like, there's really only like Kinkeldor, maybe. I don't think AV Ozzy is really a thing in this tier. What else? Like runs AV. Oh, Zygar 10% actually does outspeed. Zygarde 10. You can also switch in on Sludge Wave somewhat. Switches into Poison Stab. Faster. Okos with Ground Stab. I feel like there's one other threat to, I guess, just faster Pokemon in general. Faster, strong Pokemon in general. Such as Crobat and Mega Aerodactyl. Now let's see if I haven't missed anything glaring. I could. I mean, I think Sharpedo kind of falls into dark types as well. I think that is about it. I can go ahead and post this. Actually, let me check. Take away some of the extra asterisks. So this is more of a chill video, just kind of going through and typing up this CNC. Going through the motions, and now we're gonna post the thread live on camera. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. And then next up, of course, will be Volcanion. So first of all, let's see if Dodman has actually put Gengar and Volcanion as reserved. Oh, probably not until I actually post the work in progress. I guess it wouldn't be work in progress. Wouldn't that be? Isn't that CNC ready if I actually filled out the entire thing? Well, I'll have to proofread it anyway, because what is this? Oh, okay, that's just... I'll proofread this on my own time and then put it as... Because the hell if I'm going to proofread actually like on camera, I need to actually be quiet and concentrate for that. So I'll just post it as work in progress for now. And maybe for Volcanion, I'll actually just type up the actual skeleton and actually have it work in progress and work on it on the actual thread. I feel like that might actually be a little bit easier. So, oh, I think my spacing is fucked up. I think it is fucked up. Well, I guess that's why it's work in progress. So, I think that we are done for this video. Oh my goodness, 46 minutes of just me doing fucking CNC. So, this is just something I wanted to try out that's new on the channel. And maybe if you guys want to do CNC yourselves, you can learn a little bit about this from this video. So yeah, peace out.